to my YouTube channel, or welcome back. I'm Ashley, and today we're going to be getting back into sewing after a couple weeks of not sewing content. So today we are going to be picking out fabric to make one of my largest products, which is a cloak. I don't know if I'm going to be making a reversible cloak or if I'm going to be making a capeleted, I think we'll call them layered cloaks. So I don't know if I'm going to be making a reversible cloak or a layered cloak. So the layered cloak has the little capelets on it, and the reversible cloak is just your standard cloak that you see out and about. It's got the one main body and a hood. And then for mine, what makes it reversible is that the lining will be able to act as the outside if you'd like. So today, we're just going to look through my stash and see if we can't find a fun color combination that could work as a reversible cloak, or if I'm looking through my fabric and I decide that I'm not going to be doing a reversible cloak, I'm just going to be doing the layered cloak, then we'll go with that. Depending on what I find will determine which cloak I do. So let's go find some fabric, yeah? So here's our fabric stash, which you should know. So we're going to go through this and see if we can't find something to make a cloak. So for a cloak, I usually will use a king size bed sheet or a king size duvet, just because this, the difference between a cloak and a cape in my store is capes only go to about your knees and cloaks go all the way down to the floor and or at least to your ankles. So the cloak is a full length garment, and a cape only goes to about your knees. So we're going to need probably a king size bed sheet. I might be able to squeeze a queen size if I'm only doing the reversible, but if I'm going to be doing the layered one, then I definitely need to have a king size. So we'll look through here and see if we can't find something that works. I'm not going to record this because I usually just throw it all out anyway. I will come back to you when I have made my decision. I'm really glad I didn't record all that because that was a lot. And I'm really tired. Fabric wrangling, when you have as much as I do, is rough. So, yeah, but I just wanted to let you know I picked out the fabric. I feel like this will make a wonderful inside. And if it's going to be a reversible cloak, I feel like this would make a good outside too, especially paired with this brown. I feel like it's a warm enough brown that it'll match the brown stripes in it and it'll go great. And another thing that I absolutely love about it is I think I already pre-treated it. So at least all the seams are ripped, and it looks like I already prepped it that way. I even cut off a little corner of it, and then I just never used it. So I feel like this will be a really fun combination. I think I might just do this one as the reversible, because I feel like this would make a fun outside or a fun inside, and this would make it good for both as well. It's plain, so it wouldn't make a great inside, but if it's paired with this, it's a good contrast. So I feel like this will be a good set to do. So we're going to do this, and I'll come back to you tomorrow when they're all cleaned and when they're all processed and ready to go. When it's time to pull out these patterns again, and because it's been over a year since I used these patterns. So it'll be good to pull these patterns back out. I am going to tweak them a little bit because they are commercial patterns and I need to make them different enough that I don't get in trouble. But yeah, I have two patterns that I kind of want to splice together to make this. So we'll go over that tomorrow when we get to cutting this out. All right, let's go prep this fabric. So before we get started, I kind of wanted to go over the plan with you guys real quick. So I have decided that I want to make this a reversible cloak. So this is my all-time favorite cloak of all time. But the only problem is I am tall. So this works really well for tall people. But the last cloak that I sold, the one and only cloak that I sold, was this. And it was to someone who was about a foot shorter than I am. So, in order to compensate for that, I love this cloak so much. But we are going to be using this cloak base. We're going to be using the A cloak from Simplicity 8721. I love Simplicity. They're amazing. But I do modify their patterns enough so that it's unique to myself so I can sell them. But in this one, we are going to be using the base. So the body will be A from this. But we will use the hood from this. And I think it's the B hood. Let me go check that real quick. So we'll either use hood A or B on this one, depending on how much fabric we have. I love hood B in this because it's long and pointy and kind of dramatic, but A might work better for the reversible aspect of it. So we'll see what I decide there. It'll probably be A. It'll be A or B. I know for a fact it'll be A or B on this one, but for the body it'll just be A. So A is this one. Beep. A is this blue one. So it is just a square cloak. It's shorter than this one, so I feel like it'll be more versatile. I feel really bad about the lady who bought my first cloak because it was a longer one and she said that she would get it hemmed by her friend. I should have just told her I would hem it and got her personal information and then shipped it to her after I hemmed it. But yeah, just so that my stuff is more size inclusive, I think I'm going to stick with doing the shorter one. Just because this one is like at least 4 inches shorter than this one. This one, I followed this one to a T. If you've seen my tripod video, my tripod testing video, you will have seen this cloak in action, because it was the gray cloak that I wore that day. I did the A version, so it's got the 2 tiers and then the full body and then the epic hood. This only works because I'm tall and it's kind of obnoxious even though I am tall. It's hard to walk through random paths and stuff. So this one is glorious. It's majestic, but it is really long. So we're gonna use the hood from this because I love the hoods in this. They are awesome. And then we will do the body of this one. So we'll just do the A body because there's 2 different styles of body in this one. There's the A and the B. The A is the straight cut, and then the B it's got more of a swoosh to it. I don't love the swoosh, but it'll be something we'll work on later because it's cute, but it's not as versatile as the straight cut. So yeah, that's all I have for you today. I'm going to be putting headphones in and either listen to music or watch Charmed because I have been kind of having a rough day. So we're gonna work on stepping it up and making today better because I haven't had fantastic days in a while. So we're gonna stop the pity train and just get this done. All right, let's get to cutting. And now it's time to put this cloak together. I did most of this off camera because you guys have seen me put this kind of thing together so many times. So, yeah. I got some action shots, but most of it is off camera. But the thing that I start with is the brown part of the hood. Once the brown part of the hood is done, I move on to the green plaid part of the hood. And the next step is to put the two together. I made the button strap off camera, but there it is, the little guy pinned to the mannequin. Like I said before, I do most of this off camera, but I start with the green plaid part of the cape, and then I do the brown side of the cape, and then we put it all together. We know the drill. Just got it all put together, so we're going to flip it right side out now. The hole is down in the corner, so I'll be able to have a nice crisp corner when I'm done. So we're going to pull it all out of here. Just as a little heads up, I forgot to put the camera back into normal mode. So the next transition part of the video, it's actually in hyperlapse, so I'm gonna put that into bloopers. So if you want to see that, watch the bloopers. But pretty much all I said in that section of the video is that we're gonna pick out the buttons, but then I decide that I'm not gonna pick out the buttons, so we're gonna go on to that part. All right, I know that I said that we were going to pick out the buttons together and I was going to go through the process, but literally the first thing that I saw when I opened up the box was the perfect ones. So we're going to be using these. So I'm going to sew it so that the button is on the brown side. So I'm going to sew the green button on the brown side, so there's a little pop of color on the brown side and it doesn't disappear into the green on the green side. And then when you turn it when you turn it plaid side out, you'll just slide this back into the hole, and then you'll just attach the strap on the inside when you want to wear the plaid side out. Yeah. I just wanted to let you guys know that we're using the green buttons. So we're going to do the finishing touches and I'll see you in the reveal. Wrap up time. That was awesome. I love this. The temptation to keep it for myself is so high right now. You have no idea. Oh, it's so pretty. It's amazing. I have been adding a lot more browns and greens and just more natural neutral tones. And so this, and like, I love this plaid. Like I love it so much that I made a bandana out of scrap that I will probably be wearing quite often going forward, especially with autumn coming up, and I'll be able to wear this outfit more. I usually keep this outfit for spring and autumn just because it's polyester and it is a little warm. But I love this. I love this plaid color, this plaid fabric. It just brings me so much joy, and I don't usually gravitate towards browns, but like I have to go find some like chocolate brown so that I have outfits to wear with some of the projects that are coming up, because I don't have colors and outfits that'll match. But if I can find a neutral brown, something that I can wear with pretty much anything, something that's a little on the boring side, that's not going to detract from product, but yeah. So I feel like you guys already know what the first like is. So let's get into likes and dislikes. Likes, I love this green fabric. This plaid fabric just makes me so happy. It came together really easily. I love how easy it is to reverse it. And like, it's so pretty on the outside. Like you can wear it reversed, but it looks a little silly here in the like button area. But like, I love this fabric. It is amazing. It just came together really well. I'm so glad that I found this green button. It matches perfectly. It has some of the darker green that's in the fabric, and it has some of the lighter green that's in the fabric. It has like this darker green and then the pale green. So the main button is made out of the darker green plastic, and then the little specks in it are this like lighter, paler green. And so I feel like it just matches perfectly, and it just adds the perfect little pop of color on the brown, and I just love it. Yeah, it turned out great, but this just turned out really well. This is the first reversible cloak that I have made with the mismatching hoods. And I feel like it turned out awesome. It turned out better than the first reversible cloak I made, even though that one is still pretty amazing. I didn't show it to you guys just because it's in the closet, but it's made out of 100% polyester. One side is black, one side is more of a tan color. So Josiah, one of the owners of Nat20 Sabers, can wear it as like a dark side versus light side. Can't use the terms exactly because Disney is Disney, but so he can wear it for either one. I need to get that to him. I'll probably do it this year just because I don't really need it anymore, because like it's a super simple concept. I don't think I really need I don't really think I need my prototype for it. So I'm going to give him that, and I might give Catherine her stuff too, just so they can have their stuff and they don't have to, so they can actually use it. Because like I've loved having them, but I did make them for them, and I want them to have them. And it's been almost 2 years. It's been over 2 years actually since I've made them, just because I made them last June, July-ish, and getting ready for FanX, and then so it's been over a year since I made it for them. So yeah, I want to get it to them just because I made this without even looking at the prototype, so I don't really need it. Prototypes are mostly just so I have a mental note, and like I know what I'm doing, and I know what will work, what tweaks I need to make, and stuff like that. But I love it. It's amazing. Downsides, so cons or things that I would change. The biggest thing I don't like about this cloak is the fabric is really clingy. It's like that almost flannel feeling. Like this fabric is almost flannel feeling. So it kind of clings a little bit to your clothes. Like it's a good thing when you want it to stay put like this. I haven't had a better bandana stay on my head ever, like made out of any other fabric. This is the best that it's ever stayed in my hair. So I love it for that. But if you want it to move, like taking it off, it's a little clingy and like it shifts your clothes a little bit. It basically ripped my bandana off because it just clung to itself. The brown fabric isn't any better. I have been pulling threads off of the brown fabric the entire process, and just trying to make sure that it doesn't have threads and stuff all over it. I will be washing this again just because I took it outside and I want to make sure that it's clean for when I sell it, and B, just to make sure that all of the threads are off and I don't have to worry about it. I might try a fabric softener. If you guys know of anything that would help with the static cling better than a dryer sheet, let me know, just because they're bad for the environment, and I know some people are allergic to them, so I don't want to use it per se, because I don't want someone to have to worry about an allergic reaction there. I'm sure most people who are allergic to fabric softeners and stuff will wash their clothes. Like a good rule of thumb is wash your clothes as soon as you get them, before you wear them for the first time. It helps with so many different things. I can go into that in another video, but it helps with so many different things if you just wash your fabric. It's safer, it's better. Just wash your clothes as soon as you get home, as soon as you get them, just so you know that it'll be good. And as soon as you know you're gonna keep them, I should say, because if you're not super sure that you're gonna keep it, don't wash it, because manufacturers don't like that. But if you're gonna wear it and you know you're gonna love it and you know you're gonna keep it, make sure you wash it. I said I wasn't going to go into it, and then I started going into it. But yeah, there weren't too many cons just because it went together really easily and it went together really smoothly. I have way more likes for this cloak than cons. So yeah, changes going forward. I don't know if I'm going to change too much. I might move the button closer to the seam, just so it doesn't pucker pucker so much when you do the reverse thing. I might actually change it on this before I sell it, just because it was pretty bad and it doesn't really feel reversible because it doesn't look right when it's reversed. So I might do that. Another thing that I might do, I might add another button on the inside, just so that there's still that contrast. You don't have to see the threads when it's reversed. And you can just hook it to the outside button when you're wearing it that way. Just because hooking it on the inside can be a little annoying. I might actually do that for this one too. I don't know. We'll see how I feel before FanX. I feel like someone's going to love this either way. I feel like it's great if you don't wear it reversible. I personally believe it is beautiful, just because I'm a little biased towards the lining fabric, or the plaid fabric. I don't want to call it lining because I want this to be reversible. Oh, one more other thing. The last change I would do for the process, I would iron all of the edges before I start working with it, because when I was cutting out the lining, I was trying to cut out the lining before I ironed it, before I ironed the green fabric, and it just kept curling and not cooperating, and it was just a pain in the butt. So I need to be better at ironing my fabric. So, because like I ironed the brown fabric and it was fine, but the green fabric was a little bit iffy, which made the ends here a little bit iffy as well. So yeah, but yeah, that's it. This was a really fun project. I don't know why I have such a hard time jumping back into a project after I have washed it. This fabric sat on my railing for like a week, and I don't know why. Well, I do kind of know why. I edited not last week's, but I edited the incense video while this was still hanging up. If you watch the incense video, you know I did mention the fabric. So I was editing and filming that before I finished this. I don't know why it takes me so long in that in-between step. Like, I know what it is, and I was super excited about this. Like, I found the fabric and it just worked, and I was so happy with it. But I don't know. Let's hope the next project I don't have that problem, just because I can't be doing that if I want to be making product and videos and having a successful business. I cannot be letting fabric just sit there for a week in the in-between stage, half processed fabric. I can't be doing that. But yeah, I love this cloak. And I'm going to be really sad when I see it go, but I'll never have anything that is this vibe. I'm never going to wear this color concept. I know that Lindsay has and will again wear this color combination, but yeah, I need to sell it. I like the very first thing that I made, like some of the very first clothing that I made was a skirt and a cloak for her. The cloak was a tan and brown color, and the skirt was this like darker green color, and I think it turned out great. It wasn't my best work. It was very shoddily put together. I barely followed the instructions. I don't think I followed any instructions for the skirt, but for the cloak, I barely followed the instructions. I actually struggled to make the hood because that hood is whack. But yeah, I love this cloak. It is amazing. I am so excited for one of you guys to get it. If you are interested in buying this cloak, make sure you check out my website or if you want to chance it, I will be bringing this to FanX at our booth, Nat20 Sabers. Look for the big lightsaber booth, or one of them, because there's always tons of lightsaber booths. But look for Nat20 Sabers. They are, I don't know exactly where they're going to be, but I will be helping them out with that. But if you want to chance it and wait that long, we will be at Nat20 Sabers if you want to come look at what I have there. I'm not going to be bringing a whole lot, just so it's not super suspicious, just because FanX doesn't love having companies or businesses share booths. But I'm mostly going to be helping them sell their stuff. I'm only going to have a couple things to sell at mine. I'm going to have like things boxed up. So if you see a video of something that you want and it's not out on the rack, let me know. Then I might have it. If not, then it'll be on my website. But either way, thank you so very much. If you like this video, please feel free to hit that like button. I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. If you feel like someone would like this video, share it with them. The more exposure I get, the better my channel will do. I appreciate you watching the video until this point. Both I and the YouTube algorithm really appreciate it. Down in the comments, let me know if you have any static cleaning advice for me in the comments. I know like hairspray works for certain things. I know that dryer sheets work, but I don't want to use dryer sheets. If you know of anything else that isn't those options, anything that's not going to hurt my fabric and not going to hurt potential customers, let me know down in the comments. I'm still new to this whole thing, so I want to be better and I want to do better for you guys so that I can continue making these wonderful things. If you want to stick around for my growing journey, hit that subscribe button and make sure that little bell icon is filled in so that you can get notified every time I upload long form videos like this. Again, I really appreciate you sticking around this long, but that's all I have for you today. So keep smiling and stay majestic. I'm gonna prep it. You're gonna go to the cutting. So, see you in the cutting. See you on cutting day. That'll work. Nope, it's cloak. So we'll use hood A from this, just because this is the long. No. 6 is B. 8 is C. I feel really bad about the lady, but it's not really good. That's close. And I would think we're gonna sew it so that this shows on the brown side. Sorry. So we're gonna sew it so this so that when you turn it in. Oh gosh, why is my brain so fast? And it'll be nestled. Trying to decide if I'm going to put the button on the body or if I'm going to put it on the strap so that you can just, I don't know if it'll make a huge difference. I usually put it on the body so that the flap isn't heavy. So I think I'll still do that. So Sorry, I dropped my glasses in the grass and now they're all spotty. That's stop it. You're annoying me, Garrett. Stop texting me. But yeah, last thing. If you want to stick around for my growing journey, make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure that little, sorry, restart.